Record. Hey guys, it's Susan Torborg, and I'm with a good friend of mine, Sarah Stukel. I've known her for a couple of years, and she's coming to us live from Michigan in her pretty Christmas decorated home. It looks so pretty. Hey Sarah, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good, I'm doing awesome. And when I thought of who I wanted to interview this week, you popped into my head because I've been watching your journey, and I just love your success, and I love your healthy mindset of what you have with R3. That really shines through. So I love that. So would you just like to get started and share about your R3 experience, and we can kind of ask questions as we go?
Oh, sure. Well, when I met you, oh gosh, I don't even know how many years ago, 5 years ago, I think it was.
I think it was February, Road to Exec in 2015.
Yeah. So when we met there, I know you talked about your coaching and your plan, and it was intriguing, and I knew that I should do it, but I wasn't ready at that time. And I kind of jumped in and jumped out, and I was not ready. And so years went by, and I was still trying just about everything out there, diet wise, and, just not having success. And I got to a point where I think we all kind of have this happen where we see a picture of ourselves, and we're like, that is not me in that picture. That's what happened to me. I saw a photo, and I knew I had to change, and I knew my health had to change. And that's when you had a challenge starting January of that year. And so I jumped on board, and, with the program says, don't weigh yourself for 2 weeks. Well, I knew after that first week that I felt different. I looked different. So I snuck the little tape measure out, and I was like, oh my goodness, okay, things are changing. So, I just trusted the program, and yeah, it was life-changing. It was very, very freeing.
Yeah. I always say that R3 teaches freedom and healing. And you mentioned you've done other diets and programs, and you were ready. Like, what made you ready? Oh, you mentioned you saw a picture of yourself and your health.
No.
That's what you're ready. You finally had a strong enough reason.
Yeah.
And then with the other diets that you've tried and programs, what was the difference with R3? What made you stick with it?
Well, with the other programs that I've done, it was, having to either journal or count calories and eat tiny little portions. And, I felt like I was starving, and I couldn't maintain tracking everything every day. Nobody wants to live that way. We just want to be able to go somewhere, go out to eat even. Like, even with this program, I feel like I can go out to eat, and everywhere is safe. We can find choices that are following the program. It's just, there is so much freedom with this that it's very doable.
It feels like, to me, you're a total R3 success, whether you're at your goal weight or not. Like, you have it in your mind, you have the confidence, you know how to do it like 100%. And I can sense that from you, because some people don't know what they can eat at restaurants, and they're nervous in the beginning, but you can honestly eat the R3 way anywhere,
Yeah.
You just get protein and veggies, or you can choose that anywhere. And I love that you have that freedom now.
Yes.
How many challenges have you done?
This must be the 4th or the 5th. And I say this year, I think we did one at the beginning of the year. And then probably late, spring, summer, I got a little overconfident. I'll just say that, where I thought I could just maintain, and I slipped back into some old habits, and some new habits, some healthy habits remained, but I jumped back into some old habits, and I must say, it caught up with me at the end of summer, beginning of the school year. I knew that I needed to get back on board with R3, and it quickly, my health and my appearance and just my confidence, everything quickly changes the moment I get back to the program.
Yeah. Have you noticed, because you've done it a handful of times like myself, when you reset, it's quicker that your body changes. Like, you feel good. You don't have to wait the full 2 weeks, right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So I tend to reset 2 to 3 days every so often just to get really in that zone of feeling good. Wow. So that's some people may think, oh, I joined a challenge. Why would I ever want to do a challenge again? Like, so what's the main attraction about the challenges? How do they help you?
So when I'm not part of a challenge, it's easy to be like on a weekend around friends and family and suddenly go, oh, I'm just going to make this one little choice here. And then sometimes your body starts craving that sugar, that carb, or, that bad choice, I guess, that you made, even more so. And there's nobody on Monday, we'll just say Monday because that's our weigh-in, but there's nobody on Monday that I'm checking in with. So for me, I easily can get into some of my bad habits. But when I'm part of a challenge, I know that I need to check in with everybody on Monday, and I want my number. We post the first number, comma, the second number, and I want that to be a better number. And feeling good just goes along with that. But it's that accountability that keeps me going.
I love that you mentioned you weigh, yourself every 2 weeks. Like with other diets, like people get addicted to the scale and they're judging their progress on the scale or they're counting calories. And it's like, there's such a different feeling with R3 that you don't get with other diets. Like we were talking, in the past about where people follow a diet of 1,200 calories. Like, like sometimes you're just hungrier than that.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah. I actually I'm part of a weight loss support group on Facebook, just to maybe help others find this program that we have here with R3. And it makes me sad reading everybody's posts and reading these women that are eating 1,200 calories a day and they're starving. I'm like, well, no kidding.
Yeah.
So it just makes me really sad that people are so deprived and don't have R3.
Oh, well, they will, right? They're coming in the droves. The group is growing and it's exciting. And this challenge, have you noticed anything different in this challenge compared to other challenges?
Well, I know this one, I believe this one is bigger.
Yes.
I love the cooking sections on Wednesdays, even though I can't get on live. I love that we have that. We have all these extra perks on here, coupons for the product packs. So yeah, there's a lot more perks with this one. For me personally, in this challenge, in the past, I've followed the program, but maybe only walked about 3 days of the 6 weeks. For myself, that was one thing that I hadn't quite changed in my I guess my bad habits, is doing something for my heart. And so this 6-week challenge, I've been power walking, and this week I joined a gym because I got back into weightlifting. So,
yes.
So I physically started doing more, and so I feel like adding the physical part back in, the physical activity part, I feel like I'm going to stay on track with the food because I know they'll go hand in hand.
Yeah, that is so true. And I feel like with this challenge, more people are exercising. They're more active. I always stress bodies are built in the kitchen, but we all know we need to exercise. Like we have to strengthen our heart. We have to build our muscles in our body and our endurance. And I love that you're doing that. Like, and it all doesn't have to happen on day one.
No.
Like it can take weeks. It can take your second challenge or your third or your fourth, because we're really changing a lifestyle. Like, gosh, when you look back from where you were before R3 and now, like, does your life look different? Or, like, what does it feel like from back then compared to right now?
Well, I know the very first challenge I did, I was actually scared. I was scared to start because my mind was saying, why are you doing this? We need sugar. You're not going to feed us sugar. So I was angry with myself for signing up for the challenge. It was a really weird mind game that I was playing. But once I got over about day 3 or 4 and got more over the sugar cravings and feeling good, I totally forgot where I was going with this.
How, that's okay. Like, how were you compared to back then compared to where you are today? Like, have you changed?
Oh, yes, yes. So I was also nervous about starting because I felt like, being a busy mom, how am I going to change all of the dinners that I make and all of the lunches that, just scared of all the time consuming things like that. And then you find your favorite foods and you find the easy substitutes where, okay, we're not eating, we're choosing not to eat white potatoes and things now. So we have all these squash available, different varieties. Pull those in and put those in and make the same meal that, maybe if you've seen my beef stew, one of my kids is here. My beef stew trick is to put rutabagas in and not white potatoes. Yes. And eating it. So it's just finding these easier ways of incorporating R3 into the whole family's life. It's not just about me, and I'm not going to make a separate meal for myself, but now that I know all these substitutions and these well, I know the program, inside and out, I feel maybe not as much as you, but
you do.
That repeating the 6 weeks over and over again, you just get more confident with it. It really becomes part of your life.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I guess I don't have all the nerves that I had the first time and just being scared that this was going to consume my day, my whole day. It does not. It does not.
Yeah, that's so cool. And you travel. I know your son does hockey and you're a traveling, mom of sports and kids. And I love your posts because you post your snacks and your tools and you have maybe a protein shake or bars. Like you just bring your tools and foods. Like it's, I just love that I've been watching you and you can do it in a busy life where you're traveling. Like you're totally living it, Sarah. It's just awesome. It inspires me to watch. So the challenge ends Monday. How are you feeling about your final weigh-in?
Well, and that's another thing that I've done with this 6 weeks is I really have not stepped on the scale except for those days we're supposed to. And it is really freeing, because I know I feel better. So I just keep living every day of the 6 weeks knowing that I'm getting healthier, I'm feeling better. I did take out the tape measure today because I was, I feel like things have changed this week and they have. My waist has gone from it's gone down 7 inches in this 5 weeks.
In this challenge so far, 7 inches. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's a transformation, man. I can't wait till Monday. And then, so where do you go from there after Monday? It becomes a lifestyle. It's like, yes, challenges are great, but we don't need them all the time. Do you feel that you can maintain this on your own?
Yes. And, I've already thought about on Thanksgiving Day, all of the healthy choices I'm doing. Instead of the mashed potatoes, I'm having mashed rutabagas. I'm going to have my turkey. I'm going to have a small portion of my stuffing that I make. And I'm going to make that pumpkin dessert that you made. So
don't forget the sweetener. Did you see that part?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
What's wrong with this dessert? I love it. You're going to love it. It tastes so good. And you can honestly choose erythritol, stevia, agave fruit, monk fruit. Like you can choose your favorite sugar replacement, whatever you like. The erythritol was good. It was fine. It tasted there's no weird aftertaste.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I just live my life now with finding, I love sweets, but finding these alternatives that are just better choices and keep going with just being really, really healthy. And I do not want to jump or stumble back into those old habits because I don't like the way I feel.
I know. And the longer we live R3, the faster we catch ourselves. Have you noticed that? Like, let's say something happens at Thanksgiving or someone brings something and then you have something the next day and it's like you start going to where you used to feel and you pull yourself back faster. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you nervous about the holidays with food and choices? It sounds like you're very confident and you have a plan.
Yeah, I have a plan. So I already know like my favorites and what I want to have a bite of, and for Christmas, yes, I want to make our sugar cookies as a family that we always make, but I'm going to have my cookie and then end there,
Right.
And know, it's not that I'm not going to get a cookie the rest of my life. It's just making better choices and planning for what you really, really want a bite of, and then just eating really healthy and fuel your body the rest of the time.
Yes, I love it. I love that you're exercising. I love that you have a plan going into the holidays. You're in an amazing place. You lost 7 inches in your stomach in 5 weeks. Like, right? That's amazing. Gosh, I was going to ask you something and I forgot right now. Oh, I know. Have people been approaching you? People in your life? Like, you run a salon, you own a salon. I mean, like, do people notice your change, and what do they say to you?
Yes, and they ask what I'm doing. So
Good.
now, yes, and I've helped a handful of my friends here in this area that come into the salon and get their hair done. I've helped them with getting to be a part of the R3. So now I'm going to start a little wall of fame in the salon with before and after pictures, or before pictures and in progress pictures. So
Wow.
people can see, and we can help just more people.
I love that. Like, it's such a trickle effect. It goes naturally to your family. You don't have to make different meals for everyone, because that would drive us nuts as mothers. And the kids are fine because they need to eat healthy. They need to learn this also. And now everyone that comes in and out of your salon is learning that there's something natural and normal to do. And they're watching your success. Like I said, you're just like a living, breathing billboard of R3. You are. Like, it's awesome. Sarah, just good job. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I knew you'd like it, but you had to be ready, right?
Yes. Yes, you definitely have to.
So what would you say to that person that might be following or like watching right now, and they're just not ready, or maybe they've lost hope and they've tried everything and they feel like they're probably going to fail at this. It sounds hard, no sugar, for 2 weeks. Like, what do you say to those people?
You have to get rid of the stinking thinking. So if you're in your mind thinking you can't do this and this is hard, then it's going to be that way. But in your mind, if you're like, okay, I can take on this challenge of switching my habits and switching what I'm eating and preparing on Sunday for the whole week. And I mean, it is about being prepared. I'm not going to lie, every weekend I meal plan for the whole week. So I know exactly what I'm going to be eating and what the family is going to be eating. And I might make a lot of one dish and then freeze some. So I have some on hand for those emergencies, but you have to be prepared, because when you're not prepared, that's when you come home and you're starving and you open that fridge and maybe you still have some bad choices in the house of treats and things, and you just start eating because you're starving, you're hangry. So just be prepared. And it's only hard if you make it hard. This is so doable for everybody. You just have to believe that you can change your body and change your mind and just change your health.
Yeah, and you absolutely can. If have you noticed that you're preparing better now than you did in the first challenge? Like, have you grown in different areas of health and and exercise? Now you're exercising and you did it in the first challenge. So it seems like each challenge people do, that 1 degree of change happens in another area of your life. Can you expand on that?
Yes. I guess this 6 weeks has been the best 6 weeks ever. And like I said, I think it's my 4th or 5th challenge, but now I want to be prepared. I want to have things on hand. I don't want to have to grocery shop every single day. So I'm saving time and money by preparing everything, on the weekend when I have time. And then adding that exercise in because I have extra time, finding more and more choices and more foods that my family will eat, even if it is in secret. I think we do get better and better with each challenge, and we get to know our favorite meals, and I don't know. I feel so good this 6-week challenge.
Yeah, you look so good. Like, your face looks shining and bright and vibrant. Like, you just look healthy. You really do. You look very bright and healthy. That's so awesome. I'm so happy for you. I can't wait for final weigh-in day, Monday. And even though it's not about the numbers, it's really about the vitality we have in our life, and you're just shining that. You are R3 success. I just love that. And my last piece of information I want to leave with everyone is that 1 degree of change. Like every challenge you've done, another % of change is here and here and here. And now, like you've had your best challenge, and it just keeps going from here, and you're helping people. It's just awesome, Sarah. I'm so proud of you. So happy for you. Keep going.
My end goal is not a weight on the scale. I don't care what that says. My ultimate goal is to have one chin, just one chin.
I know. Do your kids point it out to you? When, like my kids, they're like, Mom, like if they actually see it sometimes, yeah. So I don't know.
No, they haven't, but that's my ultimate goal. But I have to say, on Tuesday I went to the dentist, and I had a new dental hygienist, and she took my blood pressure, and I am on the Peak Performance Pack, of course. And she took my blood pressure, and I was rushing into the dentist and stuff. So she's taking my blood pressure, and then all of a sudden she turns and looks at the number, and she goes, "Ooh, you're super healthy." And I was like, oh, and I wanted to start crying. I said, could you please say that again? And it's yes, I still have things I want to change on my body physically, with everything, but to hear a dental hygienist say that because of the numbers aren't lying, so it just made me feel so good. Like I'm in the right direction because of you and because of R3.
Well, thank you. That's awesome. That inspires me to keep going, keep sharing, one person at a time. Right, Sarah?
Yes.
Yeah, you're awesome. Thanks for giving me your time today and sharing. I just am so proud of you. I can't say it enough. And thank you so much. And let's just see, 2020 is going to be an amazing experience. That's all I have to say. Every day I'm just working on plans for 2020, R3. It's going to be exciting. So stay tuned. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a super Saturday, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Like Sarah said, prepare and plan. Thanksgiving is okay to enjoy your favorite dishes, right, Sarah? Like last thing, when you go into Thanksgiving dinner, how do you set up your plate? Like, I have a philosophy and a system about that. Do you? Like, do you have a plan about that? What is it?
Yep. So I have I guess I always have a portion of protein that's about the size of a deck of cards, maybe slightly bigger. That's what I do. And then I fill like half of my plate full of veggies, any kind of like healthy veggies. And then that's what I do on a normal basis. But on Thanksgiving, I'm going to leave that tiny little space for my tiny little bit of stuffing. But the majority is all going to be yes from the guest list. It's just that little bite of, I just want a taste of my stuffing that I make once a year.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the pleasure comes in that first bite or second bite. That's all we really need. The rest of it just packs in the body. But that's such a healthy mindset. Like, enjoy all your favorite things, a bite, a bite, a bite, and fill your plate with all the yes things. And then you're happy and satisfied. All right. Well, have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your week. And we will catch you soon, everybody. Have a happy Saturday. Bye, Sarah. Thank you. Bye.